Yo boys, it's Dan. Welcome back to another Premier League prediction video for game week number 7 this week. Before we get any further, last week's guest, All News FIFA, got 11 points. Let's go with that. And this week's guest, trying to knock him off the top, well knock Bobby off the top, is Alex from Cricket. Yes, he's back. He's the person who does the most. He's one of the people who does amazing videos for me. Well, helps me in videos. Was my cricket captain. So yeah, let's get into game week number 7 of the mini. Like and subscribe. First game of the game week is Manchester United versus Everton. Now, time of filming this, Manchester are yet to play against Villarreal. But Maguire is injured. Shaw is okay. Apart, yeah, Teletat will probably play. We haven't scored yet. We failed to score in the last 2 matches against Villa and West Ham. So we need to bounce back against Everton tonight. Well, on Saturday. And I am going to go the 2-0 Man United win. We need to bounce back, and it's the only way we can bounce back. And Alex, what are you going for, brother?
Hello, my name is Alistair Moriarty. Thank you, Dan, for letting me do his Premier League prediction video. The first game of the weekend is Manchester United versus Everton. Manchester United sit 4th and Everton are 5th place. United lost their last game 1-0 to Villa, but I think they're just going to be a bit too strong for Everton, Manchester United, so I'm going to go Manchester United 3, Everton 0. That's what I'm going for.
And to make no move to Burnley versus Norwich. Norwich, what are we going to say about Norwich City? Absolutely shocking this season. They have still lost all the matches, and they're probably going to. Ooh, they might actually get a result here against Burnley. Let me do this. I'm going to go 1-1. I'm going to go 1-1 draw. And Alex, what are you going for?
The games are, first one is Burnley versus Norwich City. Both teams are struggling. They're near the foot of the table. And I reckon this is going to be a draw. So I'm going to go Burnley 1, Norwich City 1.
Next game, it's thinking about now move to Chelsea versus Southampton. And now Chelsea played really well against Man City. Deserved to score against Chelsea, but unfortunately they drew. They lost, but they lost. And Southampton got a point against Man City, but haven't looked that good in terms of defensive prowess, and Chelsea on that they can tear them apart, and Chelsea will tear them apart. I'm gonna go with a mental score now, 4-0 Chelsea, because Chelsea can tear a team apart at Southampton. If they don't defend, they can tear them apart. And Alex, mate, what are you going for, brother?
The next match is Chelsea versus Southampton. Chelsea normally do very well at home, and Southampton don't do very well at home. I think this is going to be a comfortable victory for Chelsea, so I'm going to go for a 2-0 Chelsea win against Southampton.
They move to Leeds. This is Watford. Now Watford, not one that unbeaten in the last 2 matches, and could be decent. Leeds, Leeds are Leeds, and this game could be an absolute goal fest here, and it will be of 2 goals to 1 to Watford. So I think Leeds will counter, and then Watford will get on a bit of Sarr and Dennis and just use their pure pace, just use their pace. And Alex, what are you going for, mate, at Ellen Road?
The next 3 p.m. game is Leeds United versus Watford. Both teams have struggled recently. I've know a lot of Watford fans, I do, and they're away to Leeds United. And I think this is going to be one of the shocks of the season this weekend. So I'm going to go for Leeds United 1, Watford 2. I'm going for.
Wolves. The next game is Wolves versus Newcastle. Now, Wolves beat Southampton 1-0. Jimenez, he has been, since his head injury, it's been a long road back for Raul Jimenez, but finally he's back playing football again, and it's great to see him back playing football again. And he scored last weekend, and I will say he will score again, and so will Wang Hee-Chang, and that time will make a goal. It'll be 2-1 to Wolves. 2-1 to Wolves. And Alex, what are you going for, mate, at Wolves?
The next match on Saturday, 3 p.m, is Wolverhampton Wanderers versus Newcastle United. Wolverhampton Wanderers won their last match, and Newcastle United drew 1-1. Both teams haven't scored enough goals this season, and I think this is going to be a close game, and I think Wolverhampton Wanderers are going to win this one 2-1 against Newcastle United.
Now we move to high-flying Brentford versus Arsenal. Now we're going to talk about Brighton. Yeah, Brighton. What a start they have had to this Premier League season. They got a late equaliser against Crystal Palace on Monday night to salvage a point. Neil Morpay, they are unbeaten. They could have been top. They should have been top. They could have been top if they beat Palace on Monday, but they're not. And Arsenal won their last 3, bouncing back after that poor start. But I think it will be a draw. I think Arsenal will take the lead, and then Brighton will get a late equaliser. So 1-1. That's 2 1-1 draws. And Alex, as an Arsenal fan, what are you going for, mate, in this big game?
The late kickoff is at 5:30, and it is Brighton and Hove Albion versus my team, Arsenal. Arsenal have won their last 3 games in a row, and Brighton are doing very well. They are, since recording, they haven't played yet, and if they win, they go top of the table if they beat Crystal Palace. And it's going to be a difficult test for Arsenal against Brighton and Hove Albion. And I think Arsenal are just going to win this one by 2 goals to 1. But it's going to be a very difficult game for Arsenal against Brighton.
We move to Crystal Palace versus Leicester. Now Leicester had an up and down game against Burnley of 2-2, and Crystal Palace came so close to beating Brighton. But I don't think they'll have enough. I don't think Crystal Palace again at home. Edward needs to start performing. He wants to get that team in the week card. Come into a team, come into mate. Get in form. You know how much I love using your card and team this season last season, pal. And we're going to go with a 2-1 win to Leicester, Crystal Palace. Hopefully Edward will score a goal or two or make one maybe. Just for FPL points. And Alex, what are you going for, brother?
Right, we go on to Sunday's fixtures. The first match is Crystal Palace versus Leicester City. Crystal Palace have been on and out of form. So Leicester City, they've been struggling as well, Leicester, this season. I don't know why they've been struggling. Crystal Palace are very good at home and they will get the crowd up. I think this is going to be a draw, I reckon. I think Crystal Palace 1, Leicester City 1. I think this is going to be a draw.
Thank you, mate. They move to Spurs versus Aston Villa. Now, Spurs got obliterated, literally obliterated by Arsenal in the North London derby. Obliterated. They looked shocking in that game. They looked absolutely shocking there. No, they were all over the place offensively. They couldn't even get touch them in that first half. Second half's a bit better, but Nuno's job is seriously in doubt. And Aston Villa, and played alright actually. Villa, they're a well-drilled team. They beat us 1-0 at home as well. Unfortunately, well away from home, but we were at night at home. So yeah, it's coming into the last inning like they couldn't beat the good teams. And it will be a 2-1 win. No, right, it'll be a 3. It'll be a close game, I reckon. It'll be a 1-0 win to Aston Villa. I think they'll do it. I think they really will do it. If they can do the same, what United to sit deep and just get on the press with Kane not firing, Son not siren. With Kane, Son, and all them not firing, they've got a decent chance here. Villa do. Win a Villa. Alex, what are you going for, mate?
Match is Tottenham versus Aston Villa. Aston Villa sit in 8th place and Tottenham lost their last game and they sit 11th. Tottenham at home, and I think they want to bounce back after defeats, and I think Tottenham are just going to beat Aston Villa, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 Tottenham win against Aston Villa. Then
they move to West Ham versus Brentford. A London derby. Well, not a derby, but another London match. West Ham at home. West Ham have looked decent. They've looked pretty darn decent right now. Came from behind to beat Leeds with another goal from Antonio. The minute I take it up, Antonio, as on my FPS, he starts scoring goals. I bought him when I did film as well, which is a big And West Brentford looking decent actually. Brentford are looking decent. They drew 3-0 to Liverpool, by the way. 3-0 against Liverpool. Who would have predicted that? Nobody would have predicted that at the start of it. Nobody would have predicted that. But they're making that stadium a fortress for Brentford. They're making that stadium a fortress at the minute. But they're away from home this time, and it'll be a 2-2 draw. Because they won't break them down. And Alex, for the penultimate time, what are you in for, brother?
Next match is West Ham United versus Brentford. West Ham have been playing some good football, and so have Brentford. I think West Ham, they're very strong at home, but Brighton, can't say it properly, did have a good away win against Wolverhampton Wanderers. But I think West Ham are just going to win this one, so I'm going to go for a 2-1 West Ham win.
To the biggest game of this season of the game week: Liverpool versus Man City. This is a big game. Liverpool decent, City decent, and I'm gonna say it will be a 3-3 draw. And Alex, for the final time, we're going for Weller.
The last match is the big one of the weekend. It is Liverpool versus Manchester City. Liverpool sit first place and Man City sits second place. And normally these two have a really close match between the two teams. Liverpool are really good at home, and their fans normally play a part in these big games against Man City. Oh, this is going to be a difficult one to call. I think Liverpool are just going to beat Man City in this one, so I'm going to go for Liverpool 2, Manchester City 1. That is the Premier League predictions for Dan's channel. Thank you again, Dan, for letting me be on your YouTube channel again. So yeah, thank you very much.
Yes, but that will bring this Premier League video to an end. Thank you very much for watching. We keep reducing the guests when we need to. Press a like and subscribe, and I'll see you with the next video. Have a good day, have a good weekend, and peace.